start again. It's a rich thing.
Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty Ash. My name is Ashley and today I wanted to talk to you all about my personal walk with Christ and how prayer actually changed things in my life and how just writing things in what you want in your life and how it can actually come to pass. So I want to jump right into it, but before I jump right into it, I just wanted to make sure you all hit the subscribe button. And also, while you're hitting the subscribe button, I just wanted to show you all my shirt. I like my shirt. I think it's cute. It says blessed. Let me see. Do we need to go closer? You see it? It's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna come a little closer now that we got the shirt out of the way. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so let's jump right into it now that you've hit the subscribe button. So, writing your vision, praying about things that you want or that you desire. So, this all started for me. I've always, seek God about things that I needed in my life. Being a Christian, I've been in church my whole entire life. Now, just because you've been in church your whole entire life does not mean you're still walking with Christ. You have to have that personal relationship. So I was about 18, I would say 17, 18 years old. My mother had told me and my siblings that she wanted us to write down things that we're praying about, like write the vision, anything that you're seeking God about. She told us to write it on like a sticky note, something that you can put on your mirror when you're brushing your teeth, getting ready in the morning. You're actually speaking it. Now, at the time, being 17, 18 is like, okay, you hear this stuff, but you don't really like. But me being the obedient teenager that I was, and I wasn't perfect, but I did what she told me to do. So I wrote down the 3 things and I'm like, okay, let me just do this. So I put it on my mirror every time I'm getting ready, brushing my teeth, doing my makeup. I would speak those things. Now, my 3 things that I spoke, I prayed about getting a brand new car, fresh off the lot, finding a husband. Now, a lot of women or, men, they may ask for a boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm like, why do I want a boyfriend or girlfriend? I need a husband, a husband. Not I need, but who, you get what I'm saying. So I prayed for a husband. I wanted a brand new car. And then I said I wanted to be a homeowner. And I did this, like I said, the age of 17 or 18. So I wrote down my 3 things. I prayed about it. I think I even fasted about it. Talked to God about it. So when I got out of high school, I found a job at like the local supermarket. I was a teenager. I was only making about $7.50. I'm saying that for a reason. I just got out of high school. Majority of my friends that, got out of high school, they went to college. I felt like college wasn't for me. I felt like I barely made it through high school. I don't know, school, I think it's awesome, but I don't know. Anyway, so majority of my friends, associates, they went on to college. They were living a college life. And so I'm working my little job at the supermarket and making my money. But I had in my mind, like, okay, I'm gonna get my brand new car. And I'm working towards my goal. I'm gonna speed it up. So about 4 months later, shout out to my mom again. So we told her, Mom, we ready to get a car because I have a twin. And she was like, okay, what kind of car? And we told her the car, and fresh car off the lot. My father always told us to get brand new cars because you have warranty. If anything happens, y'all know the whole spiel with that. So we went to the dealership. Of course, we had no credit. We was fresh out of high school. We had these little jobs, that we were working. So long story short, we got our brand new car. making $7.50. $7.50. My mother assisted us in co-signing, but we took on making the payment. $7.50. How is that even possible? God. So I'm like, okay, this thing is really working. So of course, now that I have a car, I don't have to walk to work. I can get more hours. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick up another job. So I get another job. I'm working like at the health department. I'm traveling and I'm racking up all of these paychecks. I'm at the market. I'm at the health department. I'm like, I can really get another job. And at one point I was really working 3 jobs. I had no children. It was just myself, my car, and living at home. So, you know, I'm racking up these checks. How I knew I was doing something right, when I went to the bank teller was like, ma'am, unfortunately, because I went through the drive-thru, she said, we cannot accept this many checks deposited at one time. Like, I don't know if it was a security thing. I thought to myself, like, I'm doing something right. Like, anytime it's an issue or like a concern, I'm like really saving my money. So I got the job, I got my car. The other 2 things I prayed for was a husband and a house. So a friend of mine, we supposed to met up, you know, it was a nice summer night. I had on my little halter top and, you know, my jeans, and we supposed to meet up at night, at nighttime. So my sister and I, we go down there and we try to meet up with him, looking at the clock, don't see him. So, you know, we're about to go, and as soon as we get up to go, we see these group of guys behind us, and we're like, okay. And they approached us. Like, how y'all doing? I'm like, we're fine. Where y'all going? We're going back to our car. We're supposed to meet up with a friend, but you know, he's running late. So they walked us to our car. We exchanged numbers, and we started talking, and I'm like, okay, I don't know this guy, you know, I don't know. Long story short, a year later, I got engaged Christmas. So now I have my car, now I'm engaged. And I'm like, this vision thing is really working. So I'm working towards it, and I explained, you know, to my soon-to-be husband, I want us to get a house, you know, together. And he was like, okay, he's cool with it. We went through the home buying class. You know, our wedding is coming up. We're still looking for a house. The same week we closed on our house was the same week we were supposed to be getting married. So I'm working these jobs. He working his job. You know, we're hustling. So we was having this wedding, over 200 people. We wanted a honeymoon. And so I'm like really working, hustling, you know, and we're getting it done. Finally, we get the house. We seal the deal on the house the week of our wedding. So car, house, I got married that same week, and I was only 21 when I did all 3 things. 21. No college degree. No college degree. I'm saying this, and again, I promise you all, I'm not putting down anyone that is working hard for their degree. I'm not. I just know it's a nice amount of people like myself. You know, they may not be school driven. They just feel like it's other things for them. And I just want to make sure you know, write your vision. You can either speak life or death. If you want to be a millionaire, I'm going to be a millionaire. But like they always say, be very careful what you pray for. God will bless you exactly what you pray for. Because once you speak it into the atmosphere, it is no choice but to fall into place. I'm going to insert the scriptures. I believe it's Mark. You can find some of these scriptures about speaking into existence. Romans chapter 4, verse 17. Now I may be messing this up, forgive me, but I'll insert them here. The other ones were, I think Mark chapter 11, verse 22. And then like Habakkuk, that name, y'all know that name. Chapter 2, verse 2. Writing the vision, make it plain. It is so serious, guys, because I know a lot of people are graduating from college, they're graduating from high school, and they want, they know what they want, but it's like, how do I get started? Write it down. If you have a career you want to do, if you have this dream business that you want to do, write it down. Write it down. I'm not saying my life is perfect at all. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, when you pray, when you fast, when you're paying your tithes, your offering, you're seeking God, things literally line up for you. It has to. You either got to speak it into your life, and when you speak it into your life, it will fall into place. If you ever hear those stories where those people were misdiagnosed, like when they're in the hospital, because someone spoke like an illness on them and they actually start developing those illness, it's the same thing when you speak it into your life. When you speak, I will be successful. I will be a manager. I will be a boss. I will be a supervisor. You start coming to work on time. You're doing what you're supposed to do, and it's like, okay, things are really working out. My life is not perfect, but I honestly believe, because I constantly seek God, it's a covering over my life. It's a covering over my family life. So I just wanted to encourage you all. You got it. You can make it. Write your vision. Make it plain. All of those graduates, that just graduated, and you're trying to figure out what's your next move, write it down. Write what you really, now don't be afraid to do it, because if this is something you really want, it will come to pass. It will come to pass. Now it's to the point where we actually got our second home built from the ground. And again, you speak life or death over your life. And I speak, richness in my family. I speak health, my family being healthy. This is something that I speak over my children. I have them, doing the same thing now. It's serious. You all can do it. I trust and believe. I'm speaking over your life. I'm trusting, asking God to meet your needs. Write the vision. Make it plain. Write the vision. Make it plain, guys. You got it. Look at my shirt. See? This is blessed. I am. I'm a walking testimony. Walking testimony. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching and staying tuned in my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, anything else you want to do. And I definitely thank everyone with your encouragement, that I on my other videos. I don't take it lightly. It keeps me going. It keeps me motivated. We're all here to motivate each other. All right. Thank you, guys, and be blessed.